NBA Hall of Famer Gary Payton says the '96 Bulls were just too deep for him, depth-wise, and it was Kukoc and Rodman who beat him, not Michael Jordan. Y'all know Toni Kukoc's story. Y'all know when he came in without Jordan, playing with just Pippen, to playing with Jordan, he found that role. Y'all know what he did. 6-man coming off the bench. Y'all also know that he said he would be like what Luka Doncic is if he played today, with the freedom and the spacing in today's league. With his play style, take that with a grain of salt. I think his numbers, I don't think he would have been like Luka, but I think he would have been a fairly better player, for sure, because the game favors European players, but let's talk about that. So we all know that series was probably Jordan's worst final series out of the 6. I think most of us can agree on that one. Seattle did a pretty good job, more so when they put Gary Payton on MJ. He had some of his roughest games. I think he shot, 7 for 22 in the closeout. He had the rebounds and the assists, though. But Gary Payton did a really good job. I think that was a turning point of this series when Seattle was up 3-0. The Bulls up 3-0, my fault. Yeah, Seattle was able to win 2 straight. Now, people say it, and losing 6. Now, people say it's a theory because they wanted Jordan to win on Father's Day because of his dad. That's always going to be a debate. That's always going to be a debate depending on who you ask and who you're discussing with. But all in all, this was Gary Payton, what he had to say about that Bulls team. That team was deep. Defensively, they was locking people up. Dennis Rodman said it himself. The league was watered down, and it was so easy for them to beat teams. Then you got arguably the greatest coach of all time in Phil Jackson. Scottie Pippen, we know what he did. Y'all know about the bench. They had Luke Longley, who was 7'2". Even if not the greatest, you can't teach height, you can't teach length. So, all in all, just a pretty stacked team of good players all around. And so that's pretty much what Gary Payton had to say about that one. He felt like their depth was too much. That Seattle team was one of the good teams that ran into the Michael Jordan effect. It was a team who probably could have won a championship in another era, but it wasn't going to win in MJ's era. So y'all know how that go. But Payton was fortunate enough to get his later on down the line in Miami, playing for a different role with the Heat in 2006. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all agree with Gary Payton, or I don't know, do y'all think he tripping? Y'all let me know. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. We out.